Warning: this video contains spoilers for the following content. You've been warned.
How's it going, witches and warlocks and all in between? I'm the Wizard of What? Hey, who turned out the lights? 1 second, guys. Star Wars! Yeah, if you couldn't tell by my excitement, I love Star Wars. I remember when my dad got the original Star Wars trilogy and the prequels for Christmas in 2015, right on time for Force Awakens. And let me tell you guys, Revenge of the Sith is easily my favorite one. I know Empire Strikes Back is technically better made, but there's just something about Revenge of the Sith that really clicks with me, you know? But 20 years after its original release, you do have to ask the question, does it hold up? I know it's a silly question, and to cut right to the chase, yes, that's the short answer. But the long answer, I'll tell you in a minute. Because first I want to talk about why I absolutely love this movie. So first of all, I really like the story. It immediately knows how to hook you in. It starts off with this cool fight scene in space, and Anakin's trying to fight off these battle droids that are, attacking Obi-Wan's ship. And then there's this really cool fight scene with Count Dooku, played by Sir Christopher Lee. Lollipops, which we call cavities on a stick. And right off the bat, you can see how Anakin is being tempted by the dark side and how Sidious manipulates him into Dooku. And then they crash the ship right into Coruscant, and honestly, that whole opening scene is just... I love it. And that opening is just the tip of the iceberg. You can see Anakin being tempted by the dark side and his desperation to save Padme, who he keeps having nightmares about her dying in childbirth. She's pregnant, by the way. And on top of that, some well-choreographed fight scenes. For the most part, pretty great acting across the board, and also some damn good effects. For the most part, a lot of them still hold up. I mean, it's certainly better than the effects we have today, like... you thought I was going to bring up MODOK, didn't you? Yeah, nice try. Effects today are still great. It's dramatic, it's intense, it's heartbreaking, it's everything you could want in a Star Wars movie.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hi! I'm Dora the Explorer! And if you like what you see, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to The Wizard of What!
And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss another upload. Alright.
And now, back to our show.
So I think a big reason as to why this movie holds up as well as it does is not because the movie itself is aged well, but rather another Star Wars property has made it better. Clone Wars. If you don't know what that is, Clone Wars is a show about, the Clone Wars. It's set between episodes 2 and 3, and it shows the various fights between the Jedi Order and the Separatists, and it introduced some new characters like Asajj Ventress and Ahsoka Tano, Anakin's new apprentice, who's become a fan favorite amongst many Star Wars fans, myself included. But the show's biggest strength is that the show does what Cobra Kai did with the original Karate Kid movies. It gives context to the movies and makes them better. For example, why did Terry Silver harass a kid over high school karate? And in Cobra Kai, they answered that. He was high. Clone Wars does the same. A lot of people take issue that Anakin turned to the dark side too quickly, going from cutting off Mace Windu's hand to younglings. But what Clone Wars does is it shows Anakin's descent towards the dark side and makes it feel even more natural. Hell, there's an episode where he actually does fall to the dark side temporarily. It also gives great arcs to a lot of the characters, including some of the clones. Yeah, some of the best characters in the show are the clones. Basically what I'm trying to say is, the show's amazing, go check it out. But yeah, that's why the show holds up, is because Clone Wars made it even better than it already was. So with all that out of the way, I'm giving Revenge of the Sith a 9 out of 10. Yeah, I know this was a shorter video, but I had the choice between watching this and watching Until Dawn. And considering the only thing I knew about Until Dawn was this...
Break me off a piece of that, Kit Kat bar!
I made the right choice. Question of the day. What's your favorite Star Wars character? Mine personally is Obi-Wan. Ewan McGregor's performance as Obi-Wan is charming, charismatic, and it's just impossible not to like him. Plus, he has some of the best lines. Another happy landing. So uncivilized. And of course, hello there. Let me know your favorite. I'm the Wizard What, and until next time, stay strong, my dudes.